Good morning. It's it's actually pretty cold. It's like might be up to like 35 now, 36 with the sun out. So it's better than nothing, right? Woke up. You know the routine. Hit the thrift store. The demon was there, dude. He's there like every day this week. He must just be killing it, and he loves it. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I thought he had a job. He says he comes here after work, but he also lives like 45 minutes away from here. So I don't know. Yeah, I found some Decine gloves. I just gave them to him because they were kind of ugly, and I own so many pairs of Gore-Tex gloves that it's like, I have brand new gloves with tags on them. I'm not buying these. But just some Decine snowboarding gloves. I just gave them to him. I was like, here you go. I was putting them back on the shelf anyway. I was literally putting them back on the shelf as he's like, hey. I'm like, hey, there you go. I ended up finding some jeans, some Carhartt jeans, 3330s. They're actually a little big on me. I don't have a good exact waist size on myself. Guys, you know how weird it is to be size 30 now or 32, and I used to be 42? It's very strange. Because I don't feel like I'm that much smaller. So I don't know. Yeah. But I got new work jeans. They were $3 because, the Amish people are actually, they care. Yeah, so pair of Carhartt jeans. They were fine. Clearly been worn, you know what I mean? But didn't really matter. And then I got this, which obviously nobody other than me needs. But it's, got an OtterBox for a Pixel 2 XL. And it does fit a Pixel 3 XL. It's slightly gross. Clearly the person who had it used it, you know what I mean? So I'm going to attempt to scrub it off here a little bit in the Goodwill. When I go in, when they open, I might scrub it off a little bit later at work and stuff too, but yeah, I don't know. It's the case that I have for the phone now is for like a Pixel 4 or a Pixel 5, and it's like an Incipio. It's a piece of crap basically that I found at a thrift store, and I didn't even pay for it. I tried to pay for it. I tried to give the girl, it was like $1.06, and she wouldn't take the dollar that I had and like 4 cents, and I was just like, we run out to my car and grab my change then. And I had already swapped, phone cases. So she ended up with my old phone case because she just was too stubborn, I guess. I don't know. I've seen that girl a bunch of times. Yeah. So got that. Work was so easy yesterday. Everything things were fine, and then we had no hydraulic fluid, so our press would just turn off every time that I would engage it. So then we hung out we got back from lunch. It did it before lunch, but I just thought someone walked into the center because we had a bunch of people around. So I was like, oh, whatever. And I just ran it in manual for a minute. And I assumed it was just because someone walked in it, but they didn't. It was low on hydraulic fluid, so the guy's like, yeah, I'm about to fill it up and take 15. It was 45. So we did nothing for 45 minutes. And then we ran for a little bit, went to a break, came back, and they're redoing the roof. So the roofing guys were down there, and they had already messed up our machines once that day. They had already reset them and cost us like 10-15 minutes. And then I'm like, hey, we got to work here. You know what I mean? Like, we got to work in this spot. And they're on a lift, like a boom lift, going up and down. I'm like, how long is it going to be? He's like, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So I tell, the supervisor, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be like 10, 15 minutes. Like, it was like an hour, like a good hour at least, that we just didn't work. Rotated out like smoking breaks and stuff. Such an easy, smooth day yesterday. Yesterday was one of the rare occurrences of a good day where work was pretty easy and chill, and I also got those insane pairs of jeans at the thrift store, so it was just kind of an all-around, good day, which is not very normal for me. Yeah. I got my cords from the Amazon locker, like I say. This bag is getting a little out of control with the amount of electronics and charging equipment and things that are in it. It's getting a little ridiculous. There's so much crap in that bag. I'm hoping I can get that Predator bag during Christmas at some point. And then, yeah. I want to get my car looked at before I go on any trips anywhere, so I can't really, I don't know. I don't need to worry about it too much, but I'm always thinking about my medication. I'm like, winter's coming potentially, so I don't know. I thought I had enough until winter was over, but yeah, that my ratios, I don't know. When times get tough or I get stressed out, it's amazing how, It was at a point when I first got in the car, my pods were lasting me 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And then, it was getting like a week and a half-ish. And then, when I was getting a week and a half-ish is when I figured it. I'm like, all right. I'm like, they'll last like a week. And yeah, we're the last one was like 4 or 5 days. And I'm not so much worried about that. Like, it's not the cost of it or anything. It's not the most convenient thing for me to just get. But, yeah, I don't really want to go anywhere or do anything until I have my car looked at, which I really shouldn't need to go anywhere for at least a month. But, I'm always worried about everything, so what a surprise I'm worrying about things in the future. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm tired. This sounds a little weird, but I kind of missed going to the bathroom the other day because I was too busy. And so I just haven't been able to go to the bathroom for a while. Kind of sucks. Hopefully I can go today because by the time I hit work, I'm like so stressed out and I just need to focus that I can't really go to the bathroom anymore. That sucks. I'm hoping I go today before work. Otherwise, yeah, it sucks. I'm gonna spend, as soon as I get off work, I'm gonna go to the other town, take a shower, because I'm not gonna sweat for the next few days, and then take another shower Sunday when I leave town. Just gonna hang out there. It'll be a little different. I haven't really gotten to just hang out there for a weekend or whatever. Not that there's a bunch of stuff to do or something, or that I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff, but, there's 2 thrift stores there that I can hit on Saturday that I hit yesterday. Yeah, it's so weird, dude. I have such a loss of track of time because I showered in the middle of the week this time because I was like, is yesterday Monday? And I'm like, no, dude, it's definitely not Monday. It's Friday. Last day of work. Yeah, so, I don't know. I'm just tired. I wanted to get like a big bag of Doritos and they were on sale, but I copped out being the cheapo that I am and I just got a thing of Pringles. So I'll have Pringles for lunch for 2 days. But I got cookies that I got yesterday and milk, so I make sure I have a good breakfast today. I usually only eat 2 meals unless I'm off work and then I'm just bored or whatever, and I'll end up eating sometimes an extra meal. It kind of depends. It depends how much I'm trying to strap myself for money or how much I'm trying to conserve, I guess. Yeah. He found, the demon across the street found a cool vintage Nike jacket, and I was like, oh yeah, it is cool. I collect old vintage Nike stuff. The thing that it had was the kind of stuff I generally just leave on the shelf, because I'm like, that's cool, that's 80s, 90s, vibey, but, I don't know. I usually just leave that stuff on the shelf. It's also to the point where it's like, I have so many clothes that there's a reason that I only specifically buy the brands that I buy now, because I already have so many of those brands. Like, I have so many Nike shirts and all this stuff. Like, it's got to be like a crate. When I got those jeans yesterday at Goodwill, there were 2 pretty nice Nike shirts. They were pretty decent. They weren't like real special. It was like a red one with Just Do It, which I already have, a red one. It has a different font that matches a different pair of shoes. And there was like a black one. But they're $4 and something, and I just left them. Like, the jeans, like I say, couldn't leave. They're, They're worth so much more. There was no way of leaving. They're so rare in comparison to a Nike t-shirt. So yeah, I just had to be super selective in what I buy. Like I say, what he had was cool, but it's like I got a couple things that are so similar to that it's like, why? Obviously, I wouldn't even have bought that. So I'm starting to notice a trend too, between the old people and the demon and stuff. Everyone seems to be hitting clothing right in the morning, and I haven't really revealed it. I haven't been like, I am the master of clothing. I know all there is to know. I know a lot, like a stupid amount. Like, imagine hanging thousands of pieces of clothing every single day, and imagine looking through hundreds of thousands of pieces of clothing on shelves. Like, yeah, your boy knows some stuff. But, yeah, I guess they go in there and they just hunt clothes in the morning, because I always see, not always, but the nice old people pull out clothes, and the demons pulling out clothes. So I'm assuming, other than the normal day that I like to go in the morning, they're closed days. I'm kind of curious too, like, because I've found some really fire stuff at the Amish thrift stores around here, and based on what they had, I can tell it's probably pretty good. I'm sure they have good stuff, you know what I mean? But I haven't really bought any clothing here that I can think of. We gotta be very selective. I think maybe I bought like a t-shirt, like a North Face sweatshirt t-shirt thing. Not a lot that I buy. Gotta be selective. Yeah. I'm gonna just get off this, eat breakfast, watch Summit, try and laugh, try and smile, try and make myself happy for the day. You know what I mean? Shaggy was there yesterday. He was telling me about a foreclosure house in the town that he lives in. I was like, yeah. He knows I don't have enough money for it yet. And the part of the problem with that too is that everyone, I don't know if they're still doing it. I don't know what the market looks like, but everyone buys this freaking foreclosure. Like, everyone will get a foreclosure house for like $10,000, $15,000, and they'll just immediately repost it for double, or they'll put money into it and ask triple. Like, oh, I took down the shingles. Like, I slightly did this. It's $5,000 more. I don't know. It's kind of demotivating. When I hit $20,000 though, I was telling him, I was like, there's a good chance I'll just say screw it and move to the most hood part of Akron that I can find a house in for cheap, and just buy a big assault rifle. You know what I mean? Like, that might happen. Like, I'm very impatient, and I don't have the money for it yet, so I can be patient, because I don't have what I need to make it happen anyway. But when I have that money, I'm only gonna wait so long, man. Like, I hate this job, so it really doesn't even matter to me that much. But if I could find a job around here, I'd probably just keep working at this job. Or if I could find a house to buy around here, I'd probably just keep working at this job for now. Because it pays right. Like, it's at least paying right. You know what I mean? $120 a day after the tax man robs me of like 30 or whatever. It's as good as it gets, I guess. Yeah. Hope everyone has a great day, man. I had a really good day yesterday, and I'm hoping today's gonna roll into being the exact same thing. I had a pretty good start to the morning with, fresh jeans and an OtterBox case for $4. So, yeah. See you guys. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Like I said, I don't really celebrate the holidays. If you do, if you do or you don't, if it offends you, I'm sorry. I don't mean it in that way. I just mean, it's kind of a cheerful time of year. It's a time that if you have family or friends that you kind of want to cherish or, appreciate. I don't know. I don't feel like it doesn't have anything to do with religion or anything. It's just, it's just a nice thing. Maybe it's an American thing. I don't know. But yeah, we just wish people Merry Christmas and hope they don't get offended. Yeah. See you guys.